All right.
Hi, Julie.
Hello, my friend. Good to see you today.
You as well. Happy April Fool's Day.
Yes, this is a very potent day in our family because this is the day that my daughter Mackenzie decided to make her appearance on the planet after being nearly 3 weeks past her due date. My live wire life of the party girl. Yes.
I'm feeling I just need to acknowledge this.
Yes, I feel that down in the root.
Well, funny you should say that because the root bowl is what found me today.
Perfect.
So I thought I'd highlight this root bowl, and I call it the root bowl because it's tuned in a divine way, not in a human way, but tuned to our root chakra. And so inviting us to root down into Mother Earth.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
What do you have for us also on Poetry Month?
Exactly. April is Poetry Month. How perfectly timed is that for this little fun that we've been having with words and music and sound and all of those things that are inspirational to us. I love that. Yeah. So interestingly enough, what I have to share with you today is not really a poem, but to me, it reads like a poem.
So isn't that the Trickster showing up today?
There you go. It's Trickster energy. That's exactly what it is. And it's perfect because it's from a writer, an author who I adore her writing style. And I don't know if you've read Women Who Run with the Wolves, which was a phenom book that came out in the 90s, I think or at least so. I read it in the 90s, the early 90s, by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. Yeah. And it's just like, what a great name. She's got and she is multifaceted and fascinating. Just to learn about her life, her journey is just fun to read about. She's a Jungian under the Carl Jung umbrella, a Jungian analyst, and spent a good portion of her adult life working with victims of war trauma. And she is first generation American, which is interesting and fascinating because her culture comes from the Native American people, Mexican people, and people who fled Eastern Europe post World War II era. And a lot of them, like English, was a third and or fourth language. So from a tradition of people who had lots of oral tradition, but struggled with reading and writing. And so she comes from that lineage of the storyteller. How important that is. So if you ever have a chance to, I don't know that she's traveling and doing readings live any longer. She's in her 70s and I don't really know much about that. But if you can find her on YouTube, or there is no one who can spin a story and command a room quite the way this woman can. She's magic. So with that said, I am going to read something that I feel like is prophetic for us all right now. It's called You Were Made for This.
May I chime the bowl and invite you and all of us to get comfortable?
Yeah, I like that.
And then I'm going to let you, the beautiful sound of your voice, let that just resonate with us. And then I'll just play the bowls for a minute or so.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Ours is not the task of fixing the entire world all at once, but of stretching out to mend the part of the world that is within our reach. Any small, calm thing that one soul can do to help another soul, to assist some portion of this poor, suffering world, will help. It is not given to us to know which acts or by whom will cause the critical mass to tip toward an enduring good. What is needed for dramatic change is an accumulation of acts, adding to, adding more, continuing. We know that it does not take everyone on earth to bring justice and peace, but only a small, determined group who will not give up during the first, the second, or the 100th gale. One of the most calming and powerful actions you can do to intervene in a stormy world is to stand up and show your soul. Soul on deck shines like gold in dark times. The light of the soul throws sparks, can send up flares, build signal fires, causes proper matters to show mercy toward others. Both are acts of immense bravery and the greatest necessity. Struggling souls catch light from other souls who are fully lit and willing to show it. If you would help to calm the tumult, this is one of the strongest things you can do. There will always be times when you feel discouraged. I too have felt despair many times in my life, but I do not keep a chair for it. I will not entertain it. It is not allowed to eat from my plate. In that spirit, I hope you will write this on your wall. When a great ship is in the harbor and moored, it is safe. There can be no doubt. But that is not what great ships were made for.
Soul on deck. Julie, that image. Soul on deck.
Yeah. And so, she actually wrote this letter. It's part of a longer letter that was to a young activist at a time where, and it wasn't clear like what the issue was, but it was definitely written at a time where this young activist was losing, like sort of losing power and feeling like, why are we throwing a thimble of water on a blaze? And this was Clarissa Pinkola Estes, kind of like call to, now is not the time to lose hope. Whether it's the first, what is the line? The first, the second, or the 100th time, now is not the time, to lose faith. And it doesn't take the masses, but it takes a small, hardy number who get the critical mass moving. Yeah.
That feels so poignant right now as we're moving through these times, and the days kind of meld into each other. It can be easy to kind of lose faith and hope and sight of the end coming. Actually, as I say that, we don't want the end to come, but we want the end of this situation, losing sight. And our purpose. What is our purpose of being at home?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I love how this starts. Ours is not the task of fixing the entire world at once, but of stretching out to mend the part of the world that is within our reach. So start where you are. What's within reach? Start there.
Right.
That's enough.
I love that. Yes. Start where you are. Kind of look around. Mm-hmm. What's within grasp? What's within eyesight?
Yeah.
Which Julie is so.
The ending is, in that spirit, I hope you will write this on your wall. Sort of like, I think of this as write this on your heart. Let this be like, yes, kind of in there. When a great ship is in harbor and moored, it is safe. There can be no doubt. But that is not what great ships are built for. We are in this for, our times are here. Do we stay small and do we stay safe? In that we think we can protect ourselves from fallout of any kind of discomfort. And, I'm not talking about walking into, a place unprotected. I'm talking about a bigger truth of safety, courage. Can you still be afraid and have courage? Absolutely. Because the call for courage is to feel the fear, but do it anyway, because it's the right thing to do. And that's sort of a call for us all in humanity is, do we play small? Do we stay insulated? Do we protect ourselves from conflict, from difficulty, from pain, from sadness? Fill in the blank. Because is that what we're made for? I don't think so. I think that's the call.
I love this. Courage is to feel the fear and do it anyway. Mm-hmm. Oh, lovely. And I think it's partner with that, which I've been experiencing a lot, Julie, is I'm just one person in this massive pandemic. What is it that really I can do to affect change? Mm-hmm. And that's the overwhelm and the fear speaking. But I can start in my space.
Right.
Start within what's in arm's distance. What can I see around me?
Right.
And then know that will stretch out beyond me.
And if everybody does their part of starting where they are, that's the critical mass that gets a movement going. That's what is our greatest opportunity in this really challenging tumult right now. That's the opportunity, is how amazing would it be if the world adopted that quickening at the same time? And it is happening. We're seeing it happen in these small little pockets, amazing creativity being sort of birthed and inspired to then lead somebody else to pick up the thread of that. And that then leads somebody else. That's the best thing that comes of times like this. And we are made for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feel small, but that small one, someone else is going to build on that, and someone else is going to build on. And so if you or I didn't do that one little part, there wouldn't be a part for the next person to build on.
Exactly. Yeah. That's it.
All right. Well, that was wonderful. I'm so happy that she found you today on this Trickster Day.
Me too. It was very perfect. And
It
I'll
was.
save what I had chosen for next time, because you're up next.
I'm up next. We'll see
Yeah.
what crosses my path.
Okay.
Hey. All right. Lovely. See you next time, Julie.
All right.
Bye.